Well, my friends, I got some good news for you. YouTube Synergy 7 channel is now commercial free. So I looked on the wall and I saw a message from YouTube said, you're no longer eligible for monetization, or I'm supposed to go back through my videos and figure out which ones they don't like, and I can reapply on September 6th. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that or not. I may or may not. Um, my situation is that I'm not really dependent on it, but I like having a little bit of the money. But the thing is, what I was doing prior to YouTube was far more lucrative than any amount of money they were giving me on this channel. Um, but there was two different sides to this. One was this got me to do, I got to do whatever I wanted to do, and I got to do a little fun little projects I always wanted to do that I never had time to do. And number two, I work for some really heavy hitters as their main accountant, and it gets a little scary sometimes, to tell you the truth. Very aggressive people. The more money they got, it's not a. Let me put. I don't want to go too far down that trail. I don't want to say too much. Um, that's all. I'll leave it at that. But I could actually make exponentially way more money than ever, on this thing, and I actually got other money coming in anyway. And I do work for the CPA firm right now, but so I'm not sure if I'm going to remonetize this or attempt to remonetize it. I'm not sure. I think what they got pissed off about, possibly, is I kind of changed the channel focus to a lot of pro-Confederate stuff, and I don't even know if it's that, because it's like there's so many new things they don't like anymore that I don't even know what the heck the rules are. But I remember in August, I mean not August, I mean April of this year, which is Confederate History Month, or it's Confederate Memorial Day, and also Confederate History Month. The videos on my pro-Confederate stuff took off like a rocket, and a couple of them ones went right to the top of the list. And I noticed they didn't like running ads. I don't know what it is. Well, honestly, they will not agree with this, but I see it this way. And actually, there's a couple of Jewish guys in a camp I'm going to be going into, Dixie Defenders. And I'll say this, you're not going to like this, because I know there's a lot of anti-Semitism out there from the listeners, but I'm actually very pro-Israel, very pro-Jewish. I'm pro-Zionist. Zionist just means you support Israel. 110% on board with that. That doesn't mean YouTube likes me. You go figure it out. I mean, you already got it. You guys think you know what's going on. I'm telling you, it's not what you think is going on. I'm not 110% behind Trump. I don't wear a MAGA hat, but I'd vote for him because he's at least screwed up. But I know he's not what you freaking think it is. As far as politics goes, I mean, he's not. What are you gonna do, right? But what I'm seeing, what YouTube is reminding me of? MySpace. MySpace used to be the thing. Actually, I was on MySpace years ago when I was with the anorexic girls, and I was like lean and muscular, like you saw in my other videos and stuff. My last couple videos ago, and I'm going to be down to that again anyway pretty soon, probably, because I'm probably going to lay the hammer down. But it was so quick how fast MySpace tanked. It's still around, but it's like nothing. And it was so. Then Facebook was taking off, then Tumblr, and I don't know. Right now it looks like I've been putting stuff on BitChute. And I've been taking some of the stuff off of YouTube that probably pissed them off the most. I don't even know what they're mad at, But because if it's been up there for 5 years, I mean, I got a couple strikes recently on stuff that was up there 6 years ago, and I was like, huh? And it was really lame. I mean, it was I was saying the Miracle Mineral Solution is the equivalent of it's actually, they rip you off when they call it Miracle Mineral Solution. I pointed out that it's the same as these water purification substances that are used by the Marine Corps and things like that. It's like, And I don't know if they didn't like that. Well, probably because they had miracle mineral solution. It was one of their buzzwords. They've been told. Not to, and another thing is, I don't even put a lot. I don't put a lot of. I don't actually have pro-Christian stuff on there. I'm really like belief-wise. I kind of go by there's basic tenets out there like honor, integrity, fortitude, dedication to duty, these kind of things, trustworthiness, which goes along with integrity, fairness, things like that. They very much correlate to Christian values, but I lean heavily Jewish, okay? But if I was actually saying something pro-Christian, man, it would have sunk me a long time ago. But I don't like, I'm not trying to please them. I'm trying to stay within their parameters, but I'm not trying to cater to anything. That's the other side of it. And so I want to point out, though, even though I am pro-Israel, even pro-Zionist, I'm very pro-Jewish, it doesn't matter. They pull the rug out from me in a second flat. And I'm not even like 100% pro-conservative. I'm not socialist and communist in the least. I hate freaking big government. I hate freaking crooks at the top. But I'll work for the business guys work, man. I'm okay with that. I've been doing that. Basically like, I was, I don't know what you would call it, but sort of like an advisor, an accountant, and an asset protector, all wrapped in one. And a lot of different aspects to quote-unquote accounting than you would think because, there's a lot of, you'd have to find out things on the competition, what their angles were. I had to think quick on my feet. I had to play like, read the contracts, the business contracts, understand them, understand the loan agreements, what type of contingencies that can come up, protect against them, and actually watch everything, that bit of information that came in, and verify it. Besides, basically be a pack rat of all kinds of information and be able to quantify and categorize that information and have systems whereby I can pull up all kinds of data on people, events, where we're making money, where we're not making money. And I was like I'm the main guy, and I always work for very aggressive Jewish businessmen all the time. Now I could just go right back into doing that stuff, and I might because I enjoy it immensely. But there's a side to YouTube I like, not as a creative publisher, but it's more like I get to help out people in common sense things. And I just I don't even, sometimes you guys aggravate the hell out of me. There's some people that are pro-Jewish that are my listeners, but there's a lot of anti-Semitism out there. Holy smokes, man. Ridiculous. And it don't matter. You see, that's the point. I'm pointing out, I got demonetized, and it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm pro-Israel. It does nothing to do with it. There is a the ones on the top that are really knocking down humanity and trying to control us and everything with force. They're anti-Christian, they're anti-Muslim, they're anti-Jewish, they're anti-everything. They just want to rule us. And, YouTube is just owned by Google, but, there's the hidden hand, behind the hidden hand, behind the hidden hand. It's not like, some little plebe worked at YouTube has been tasked with going around examining, whatever the hell they were, like whatever they call them, the community. Yeah. Yeah, the community is also the advertiser. Something to tell? I'm going to say this. These guys are so stupid. And I'm going to tell you, on YouTube, they're pushing these stupid videos that are nonsense, especially in trending. And they're running ads for, like, buying BMWs and Swiss vacations or Hawaiian vacations or high-dollar luxury items and condos. To who? Idiots are watching that stuff. At least on my channel, there's an older audience, predominantly an older audience, because I'm an older guy. Usually that means you got a little few more bucks to spend, but there'll be some video out, some nonsense, and it'll get like 3 million views. And I'm sure that video made a lot of money with all the ads. And they're throwing out ads on $80,000 BMWs and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sure that was really worthwhile to the advertisers. They advertise as some 15-year-old idiot freaking watching this stuff, But you know what? I'm not the accountant for the guys that are running their business, and I would be pointing this out to these people that are advertising on these trending videos. You're not getting your money's worth, I can tell you that right now. So anyway, yeah, and here's a good one. Nobody for president. That would be the one I would vote for, as far as politics go, because they don't even want you discussing anything now. It's getting ridiculous. But the one thing I'm going to probably keep up on, I'm going to start putting stuff on BitChute. I am been putting stuff on BitChute. A lot of stuff has been just the videos I did on this YouTube stuff. And there's a load of them. I got them all backed up, though. I mean, I got them on hard drives and, all this other junk. And so, but for now, we'll just let it roll. And, I'm trying not to be controversial, but trying to figure out what is not controversial, what's within their guidelines, is totally impossible. Because, like I said, the 2 strikes were from something 6 years ago. How the heck am I supposed to know how am I supposed to know that's no good if it was 6 years ago and you come up and you say they're no good now? Well, you know what it is. They've been told. We know they're trying to. Part of it is they're trying to influence the political process or something. But to tell you the truth, I mean, I already know how it's going to get fixed. The country's going to go broke for one, but not right away. I think, as far as economics go, I know they always talk about the doom and gloom. There's doom and gloomers on YouTube left and right and stuff, but probably, I don't think there's going to be like the markets are going to, there's always these cycles in the markets. I don't think they're going to come down till after the election, which means Trump probably will get reelected. There's certain heavy hitters that are behind him, and despite Google being pissed off about him being reelected. But you know what? For all you people out there that love this guy isn't what you think he is. No, he ain't. You gotta like watch, because a lot of times these Democrats that are saying this stuff about these Republicans, some of it's true. You don't get it. Actually, I'll tell you this. It's true about all these politicians. They're all screwed up. We don't need them. I like people that actually make the economy. Well, Trump did do the economy, but actually he was our main competitor. Where I worked was for the Stern family, Leonard Stern. That was back before I was in the Marine Corps. I worked there for several years in their main accounting department. It actually was Harrison, New Jersey. That office is no longer open, right across from New York City. And Trump was the enemy. Because Stern, Hart's Construction, built the Meadowlands and the racetrack and all that type of stuff. And they were highly diversified at that time. I have a lot of experience going way back. And I'm not your ordinary accountant. I'm basically, I'm not a CPA, but I can eat CPAs for lunch, man. They're done. I've outlasted and outdone so many people that were CPAs and had MBAs and financial planner and whatever else they had. I freaking destroyed them. I was the main provider for controller services for $1.5 billion worth of projects on the west side of Disney for years before I got on YouTube. Right? So, but I tell you what, there is, I could, if I walked right back into an office, even in New York or New Jersey, I could fit. It wouldn't take me but a week or so to adjust right back into it. I'm a predator to the max, but there is an actual side to this why I'm like that. I do have Confederate heritage for one side on my father's side. On my mother's side, I have other heritage I've been into on other videos. I don't even mention it here, but it's a little wild, more wild than you would think. And I got more, but this applies to a lot of people in my family, quite a few people. That would apply to all my cousins and everything. But there's not that many it does apply to, but not too many people. But it seems like only one once in a while gets into the financial area. But considering that the type of people I have worked for as their main number one advisor, accountant slash accountant, I seem to have fed into some of my ancestry predecessors from my mother's side, who were heavy hitters in the accounting finance area. I do not say all I know on YouTube. But I want to throw one little tidbit out here, not related to finance, but to health, because actually I think health is more important than finance. Later on BitChute, not on YouTube, I'm going to reveal some stuff regarding frequencies and that Parazapper device I talk about, the Parazapper, especially the higher quality units he puts out that have the positive offset and the pedestal offset, exactly how effective they really are in the real world. I've been hinting about them, but I've not given you specific examples. I'll probably do that in a couple months, and I'm not sure if it's going to get a lot of attention, but it's going to be highly, hidden information, I guess. Let's call it classified. I mean, I was supposed to use the word that classified, but it's almost like it's almost secretive information. But I've been into this technology quite a bit. Quite honestly, the Spooky 2 device, as far as the remote goes, I stopped promoting that because the remote, although I think it has some effect, it's too weak. And I will not promote something or exaggerate something beyond what I think it really does. But be that as it may, YouTube has hired these people to go evaluate my work, and they don't even have the brain power or the credentials to even evaluate what I said. They're just going by a laundry list of things that they think they know or they've been instructed to do, and that's it. But under that type of stuff, I have absolutely no idea what the heck they're doing, and I'm going to be putting more and more stuff on BitChute. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with YouTube in the future, but for now, there's a lot of videos on how to do stuff that they probably want to keep up there. But then I'm thinking, who the hell knows? In 5 years from now, maybe or 2 years from now, maybe the how-to videos will be like, we can't let people know how to be self-sufficient. That's against the rules. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? This is ludicrous. Back in the day, in Soviet Russia, they had a rule where you couldn't deface any image of Lenin or Stalin or anything like that. You know what happened to one guy? He was wrapping up a fish in a newspaper, and the goon came along from the government or social media agency and said, "Hey, you defaced a picture of Lenin." He goes, "Where?" "It's in this newspaper print you wrapped the fish up," and they sent him to Siberia, to the Gulag. And that is how it's going with this social media stuff. So, I don't know. I mean, you don't even know what the hell the rules are. If you can't even comply by them, it's impossible. But anyway, just right now, there's no ads on nothing, so you might as well look at them. And even if you run an ad block, you don't even need to run your ad blocker or nothing like that, because there's no ads, and that's the way it should roll anyway. So I'm hoping they keep this channel up, because it's not. It's like a large part of why I did this was to help people, and if they knock this whole damn thing down, because I'm going to be out there. Well, you're going to see what my credentials are in the background. They're very good, and my ancestry goes back to certain people I've alluded to on other videos I did that would put me in the league of the elite from my mother's side. Over and out.